Hello, everyone, and welcome to Moonride. This is Dave Johnson channeling Man and Moon. Today, I am interested in January 6th Commission. I am watching less and less news. I highly advise this, but I could not resist watching that Nancy Pelosi today had rejected some of the Republican picks for this panel. I'm really impressed, among other things. Go Pelosi, but also I want to see where this goes. Let's check out. So, the January 6th Commission. January 6th Commission. So, first thing I see is Pelosi looking really shiny. She's looking really great. So, understand this was just a brilliant move by her. It will be received brilliantly as well. And it lets people know that the Democrats really are in charge. They're not floundering all the time, even though it's like there's 50 of them and we can't seem to move the dial very much. It's just looking really, really good. And I see her standing in front of a crowd of people. Politically, this is going to really help the Dems shine. I feel like this is an image of a turning point where the Republicans are always on the defensive and the Democrats are ascending. So, it's really interesting. Pelosi's looking at a crowd of people, and you can tell there's some people in the very back that are getting violent. It's almost like the January 6th event itself. So here are these violent people in the back, way, way, way in the back. And here's a larger audience of nonviolent, more, Pelosi-liking people. And they actually physically turn to face the violence. And they just turn and they just look at it. They're just watching it. They're just watching these people go crazy and behave in such a way. And they just stand there and they just watch them. And just watching and not participating, it's almost like the violence stops because there isn't anyone opposing them. They're just being watched. So this seems like good news here. So Spirit, is there particular people who are going to get in trouble? Specifically Republicans in the Senate or House? A lot of people. So first of all, Josh Hawley. Josh Hawley comes up right away. Spirit, did he direct this violence? Yes, he did direct the violence. He pulled the string, right? So it's like, I think of like Cat's Cradle or something. You do that thing with your hands and you pull the string. He's the one that made it happen. There are others. I don't know the name of this guy, but one of the people who gave the speech at Trump's rally pulled the strings, and if he didn't pull the strings exactly, he's going to get in trouble for his participation. Josh Hawley he knew what was going on. He was part of the coup. Can we know more about Josh? There are records of phone calls that he made. And I see him sneakily talking to someone on the phone, and it looks like he could have relayed a message. So I get the feeling he knew that it would turn violent, and he facilitated that. What will happen to Josh Hawley? Political obscurity, but it could get worse. I think he'll be prosecuted. And things will get very bad for him, and really, it looks like the Republican Party. Things will really get quite bad. I kind of get serious political trouble, but, golden handcuffs, he'll get the special I'm a rich person treatment with the legal system, but he won't survive it politically. He's just kind of put out to pasture. So he may not face the consequences that we want, but he will lose his political power. Is there anyone else who will pay a price for this insurrection? Well, it's interesting is Liz Cheney has shown up, and I don't think that she's kind of paying, well, in a way she is paying because she's on a commission to investigate her own members. So this one point that we're making here is that she's already paid. She's already lost her position as a powerful senator. So she has already paid for this. And she is important because there is that very, slim margin of Republicans who are still behaving in a democratic fashion, and she's going to represent that, and she's, representing that because she believes in it. She's going to cause a lot of problems within the party. She's trying to be that signal, like, hey, come over here. Reject Trump, change the party, move back to the Republican Party that we used to be. That's what she's trying to do, and it's not successful. So she will also pay a heavy political price, although she is looking sincere in her efforts to find out the bottom line of what happened on January 6th. Kevin McCarthy, in a lot of ways, will be the worst off. He will be very much reviled. He'll be known as the guy that drove the party right off the cliff. He looks just terrible. He's like the guy at the baseball game who can't hit the ball, so he throws the bat and stomps off the field. And disappoints his own team because now they're going to lose, right? So he's really in hot water. He has he just doesn't have any savvy to deal with the situation. He doesn't really have any kind of, doesn't even really have a goal. He doesn't really know what he's going to do. So it's all defensive maneuvers for him. So he'll really lose. Like he goes to his hanging. I think that's symbolic, but they're literally going to hang him out to dry. So one thing that you might watch from this is just watch the Republicans start attack one another. They're going to do that. These forces are combining with a lot of other things that are going on in the United States right now. So one thing, of course, is the reemergence of COVID. That is strictly the Republicans' fault. So they're going to have a lot of negative things that's like an undertow that pulls them under. And it's really encouraging to the progressives in the Democratic Party. They are moving towards a more powerful position. Every step of the way, the left gets a little bit stronger and a little bit more to the left. And it's also very much representing the powers of those people who are women and minorities. I keep seeing AOC's face, and she's just really showing that, here's the new voice of the left, which is really going to be challenging the right. Some goals of the left on the progressive side will be accomplished because of this. Every day that they run this investigation will make the Democrats more powerful. Finally, they have some way to advance their political agenda. And the reemergence of COVID is really going to devastate the Republican Party. They have a very difficult project ahead of them, right? They have to explain why they denied COVID and did nothing on it for so long. And as they do, the situation will get worse economically, socially. Biden's going to look great. when they're done with this commission. That's all. Thanks so much.